Look, man, this whole conversation about Floyd Shivambu is the one who owns the EFF, is the one who started the EFF. It's fine. You don't need to debate with the man. You can you can easily counter this narrative. And to people who disagree that Floyd Shivambu is the one who started the EFF, I don't know why you're disagreeing. Because he is the one who started the EFF. Let's be honest. He started the EFF, maybe according to him, he thinks he started the EFF alone because there's certain things he brought to the table. Maybe he's just too selfish to recognize that there was a collective effort in the beginning of the EFF. Maybe he's the one who started it and recruited everyone. Maybe. But we know the EFF because of Julius Malema. Us. We know and we voted for the EFF. We supported the EFF. We heard the message of the EFF because of a lot of different people who were attracted us to the EFF, including the CIC was the main character, not Floyd Shivambu. I don't remember anyone saying they joined the EFF because of Floyd Shivambu. He might have conceptualized the policies of the EFF, priced them, made them perfect. Of course, nobody can take that away from him. He's the mastermind. He has the brains. That's what he's famous for. The brains of the EFF has left. So the brains, before he left, he invested in building the EFF, making sure this thing is built proper. So who and why would you say he was not involved here? He was involved. That's a given. He was there. If Umboiseni Ndlozi can come today and say, I'm leaving the EFF, I'm the one who started this in the EFF, it might be true. Umboiseni Ndlozi might have started something in the EFF. That was his idea. And then the collective effort put together different ideas and then they came together with a proper plan. That might be true. That might be false. But if it's true, it's true. Then there's nothing you can do about it. You can't say, he's lying, what. He's not lying. He started it. As to he started it alone and then he recruited everyone. I was not there. But listening to different clips, going back to the history, the archives of the history, listening and understanding different people who were involved in the beginning of the EFF, listening to Andile Mngxitama explain his side of the story, listening to Floyd explain his side of the story, listening to Mboiseni Ndlozi, listening to Kenny Kunene, and different people who were there when this thing started. I realized that this was not a one-man show. This was not even Julius Malema only's plan. This was different collective effort from different people coming up with different ideas. As for one person to want to claim the formation of an organization that is a mass-based, you must be very selfish and you must want to take all the accountability away from the teamwork. You are not a team builder, man. You are not a team player, Floyd Shivambu. You can't take away the team effort that came into building the EFF just for yourself. That's one thing I can say. I'm not saying you were not involved. I'm not saying you didn't contribute. But it's so selfish of Floyd Shivambu to want to claim all the credit because he want to come across as this messiah. First of all, nobody joined the EFF because of Floyd Shivambu. Let's begin there. He's not the most charismatic guy. He's not. Even in the MK party, he's not. He's not the most likable guy. It's like he's not the guy who will tell a joke and people laugh. It's like he's too serious for most people's liking. So he's not the guy who he thinks he is now. Because now he has some clout, is popping, is speaking. Maybe Floyd Shivambu was just too envious of Julius Malema. He wanted the spotlight away from Julius Malema. And he knew, since in the EFF there's a collective wisdom of a conference and a leader must be chosen. Maybe he knew he wasn't going to stand a chance against the CIC Julius Malema to win and become a president. That's why he had to leave and go to a party where people are elected. I'm sure he negotiated being an SG. He negotiated his position of being a Secretary General of the MK party. That one I'm very sure about. He had to negotiate for that position because There is no ways President Jacob Zuma just said, come, you'll be SG. No. He came, he became a national organizer, and then he's like, look, man, I've tarnished the reputation, I've weakened the EFF a little bit. Hey, there's the CIC going out there, he's throwing tantrums because of me. I've contributed into building and bringing the attention to the MK party. Make me a SG, because here there's no conferences. They made him a SG. But now you're walking around feeling yourself. You want to be the CIC, hosting events, you're speaking, like, you're holding the show. And it's a good thing. But it just gives me a sense that he was jealous and envious, because in the EFF, the CIC was the one who was doing these things, getting the attention, speaking. People were loving the CIC. He was envious of that. He also wanted the love, the appreciation. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've always said, these people saying politics is not for positions, hey, us we don't care about positions, they are lying. Politicians are people like any other person. Usually when they are men, they'll be ambitious, they'll want status, they'll want power, and they'll want a certain level of respect in society. And I think Floyd Shivambu was tired of being that guy in the back end. So all these things, speaking about the EFF, trying to discredit the EFF, trying to take all the credit for the EFF stuff, it's just him seeking for attention and status, and him and knowing very well that people are going to talk about this, because when you speak about the EFF, it doesn't matter what you say. Even if you can say, this EFF guy sells sugar in the corner store, people are going to talk about that. EFF guy is selling sugar. Where is this sugar coming from? This sugar, hey, sugar this, is it hey? People will talk anything about the EFF. So he knows when he mentions the EFF, I dare you, Floyd Shivambu, to have a conversation live on an MK party thing and not mention the EFF. No one will care. The news won't care. Not even the MK people will care. Out of that long speech he gave at Mahoney's, the people of the MK party and the world and the news, all they care about is the fact that he spoke about he's the one who started the EFF. They don't care about other things they were saying. They don't care that he brought the Christmas to his people of his hometown at Mahonisi. They don't care that Floyd Shivambu contributed to creating a great Christmas for majority of those old people who were there. They never talk about that. They only mention the part where, hey, Floyd Shivambu was talking about the EFF. Hey. Content. They just talk about that. And then you just realize, this thing is just for PR, mentioning the EFF once in a while, are gonna trend. People are gonna know you are talking where. Talk about the MK party, this is what is happening. You'll just be talking to the people who are there. Not even the MK party global people as a whole will care. That's a given. We've seen it happen a lot of times. MK party people, they only get traction and attention when they mention the EFF. Like, that's a given. There's no debating that at this point. But no shame to Floyd, man. He was there when he started. He has contributed a lot of things. He also deserves the credit. But to take the credit alone, that's selfish of him. He's not a team player. He's selfish, very selfish. No, my man, you must be a team player. This is an organization. This is a political party. The next thing was going to happen. Hey, you created the MK party. Hey, I built the structures of the MK party. The MK party is mine. No, it doesn't work like that. Appreciate that you contributed and other people also contributed too. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.